Good morning, everybody. Tim here from Big Bend Kayak Fishing. Getting an early start this morning. It's Saturday morning. It's about 6:30. Low tide is exactly right now, but it's a higher low tide. It's about a 2-foot low tide. About 2 feet higher than normal out here on the low tide, but I'm still gonna have to carry the kayak a little ways. High tide's at noon. Almost a 4-foot high tide today. Weather's supposed to be pretty good. Less than 10-mile-an-hour winds all day, sunny. So it's probably going to be cooking today. But the water should be nice at least. Shouldn't be very wavy out here today. But yeah, see, the water's normally up in here right now at high tide. So we got to walk a little ways out here today, but that's okay. We'll be fishing an incoming tide for about the next 5 hours, which I prefer. Then it's going to drop down to a negative tide tonight, around 8 p.m. So, but weather's looking good today. I'm going to use a few different rigs. My knocker rig, which I always use, that's my go-to. Everything hits that: redfish, trout, catfish, of course. Always catfish. Probably going to try the popping cork again right here. Had some luck on that last weekend. All the trout, you know, I caught last weekend, they were slot size, came off that popping cork. Got 2 knocker rigs set up. Some rig, I don't even know what this is. No clue. I came up with it last night. Tried it before, but got me a little pyramid sinker here, about 2 feet a leader, 6 to 8 inches of a line coming off with a hook on it. So we'll try that. I don't know if it'll be good out here or not. I've used something similar before, but might get caught up in the grass. My hopes is it's going to stay above the grass, but it might get caught up in it. If so, I'm just going to change it to something that works. I don't use lures a lot. I use mostly cut bait because I love cut bait. That's my thing. Everything eats it. You know, you never have to worry about getting a bite because something's going to eat it. But I did buy a couple lures yesterday, so I might, towards the end of the day, I might try to troll around with some lures and cast some lures out and see what's going on out there. I've never had much luck with them because I don't really use them that much. So to have luck with them, I love cut bait. But I'll give it a shot. I'm always open to trying new things. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning out here. Like I said, it's about 6:30. We're gonna go ahead and make the long trek right there out to the Gulf and get going and see what we can't hook into today. And hopefully it's a good, successful day and we catch a lot of fish. Like I said, I'm primarily going out for trout and redfish, and that's what dominates the area as far as predator fish go. Anything else is a plus. So I'll catch you in the next one out on the water. Thank you. All right, everybody. Finally just launched from the kayak launch. Beautiful morning. It's a beautiful sunset right there. It's almost 7 o'clock. Finally managed to get out here at the time I wanted to. But yeah, so there was a bunch of dead bait fish up by the kayak launch, some mud minnows. So I collected those, so I'm going to try to use those this morning. Catch some pinfish. There's already some mullet jumping over there. I don't know if I can catch it or not. They're never jumping when I'm making a video, but maybe if I keep it out that way. There is some fish moving over here, so given that, I'm going to stop over here for a little bit. Try to catch some pinfish and throw a couple lines out and see what we can't come up with. It's still pretty early. The water's calm. We're at a slack tide, probably for the next, I don't know, 30 minutes. Tide will probably start moving in here pretty soon. So we're probably in about 2 feet of water. Nothing crazy. But there are mullet jumping around right here in the area I'm in. So we'll probably park it for a little bit and give it a shot around this area. You know, maybe we'll come up with something good. Looks like it might be some rain over there. I'm not really sure. Can't ever tell. So drop this anchor down. We got the anchor in the water. Actually looks like sand. Like, I mean, it could be rain. Like, it straight up looks like a sandstorm out there. But anyways, we're gonna get a couple lines out, and we'll get back with you in a little bit. Hopefully we'll get something here bright and early. Alrighty, I'm anchored. We're my first spot of the day. I got a couple lines out. I'm gonna try to catch some pinfish here though. A couple lines I have out are some bait that I got up at the shoreline. I literally just seen laying around, maybe from some fishermen last night or something. I don't know, but I'll throw them out there. Can't let that go to waste. I'll try to catch some pinfish. And I mostly use cut pinfish. I'm not a big lure guy. A lot of guys use lures and lures only. I don't have a problem with that. I've never really used lures, so I kind of like cut bait. I just like real bait. You never know what's going to hit it. Pretty much anything hits it. Redfish love cut bait. Trout love cut bait. Unfortunately, so do catfish. And well, I got a hook up here already. Look at that. Well, I don't know if the camera got it, but that was a little redfish, underslot redfish. I'm sitting here trying to catch pinfish and hooked into a redfish. That happens from time to time. Believe it or not, one of the biggest reds I've caught. Probably close to 30 inches I caught off this pinfish line. Alrighty, I have one pinfish. I got a couple other kinds of bait fish, but I'm moving maybe a half mile off the coast, because I just see tons of mullet jumping out here, man. I'm gonna anchor up right here. I am in some tall turtle grass right here, but I just see tons of mullet jumping. So we're gonna park it here for a little bit and see what happens. I might probably about 3 feet of water right now, but yeah, there was some mullet jumping out there. I could probably let this run for a second, and you'll see some mullet jumping. They're camera shy. They don't like to jump in front of the camera. But yeah, I'll come back in the next video here. Let me get some lines out. All right, move that a little deeper, maybe half a mile, maybe a little less from shore. I moved out here just because I see a lot of movement in the water. Besides mullet jumping, I see the water being stirred up a lot. So I'm gonna try it here. I got 3 lines in the water. Cut pinfish. So we're gonna try it here for a little bit and see what we can't hook into. I'm gonna try to catch some more pinfish while I'm sitting here. Yeah, there was mullet jumping straight ahead of the camera. I don't know if the camera can catch it or not though. It's pretty far out there. Oh, I already got something. Yep, look at that. I already got something. Try to get that pole out of the way right there. It's fighting like a redfish. We'll see. It is fighting like a redfish though. I'm almost sure that's what it is. It's not bad though. I mean, we've barely been out here today. We're already hooking into our first redfish. That's a good day right there. It's definitely a redfish. No, man. I knew this thing was going to be in the way up there. I can't tell which way it's going. Well, I got a big mess now. Well, we'll try to get the redfish in and sort it all out here in a second. I'll sort my line out in a minute. Let's see what size redfish we caught here this morning. I have a new vest on today. Well, it's about a 22-inch redfish. I'm gonna set him in the water for a second. I don't really want to keep him. I'm kind of hoping to get a bigger one today. I mean, 22 is not a bad size. That's a slot redfish. In Florida, they got to be between 18 and 27 inches. Big Bend area, you're allowed to keep one per day. When I do keep them, I prefer to keep them a little bigger than that. I like them around 25, 26. But that's the second redfish I've caught today, so I'm fairly confident I'm going to catch another one. But, we'll see. Keep going at it. Let's get him up for the camera there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad redfish. We're going to get him back in the water now, though. And he's gone. Nice. I actually missed the hit and play on it, but I think I got a trout on the popping cork right here. It's fighting like one anyways. Yep. Okay. I wasn't a fan of these popping corks, but last couple weeks, man, that's what I've been catching the trout with, so. I'm literally just floating bait, cut bait on a popping cork. But yeah, there's that. He's pretty small. That's probably not a slot trout, but it's a good sign though. It's a good sign that they're out here. Oh yeah. Oh no. Nope. He's under. Yeah, they got to be 15 to 19 in Florida. So that one was 14 right there. Just a little guy, but that's cool though. That's cool. The trout are out here and they're biting. We'll reel it in just a hair. Yeah, I think there's actually a fish on it. There is. I got two fish at the same time. Yeah, something just took my bait on this popping cork over here too. So now I don't know. Gonna have to pick our battle, I think. Whoa, that's something big, actually. I'm gonna put one pole down because this fish is taking off pretty quick on my popping cork. I'll try to turn the camera that way a little bit. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know what this is. This thing's swimming really weird. Might be a redfish. This is weird. Alright, let's turn the camera around this way, see if we can get a better view. It's really fighting with me though. Dang gum. I actually think my pole just, my reel just broke. Might actually snap my line. Ah, yeah. Yeah, my pole broke. Oh man, this one's fighting. It's gonna go over all my lines. I got the biggest mess right now. Yeah, it's over all my lines. I just can't get this guy in. Big redfish. Big redfish off the popping cork. It's alright, that's worth it. That's worth it right there. Over 28 inches. That redfish right there is a little over 28 inches. Beautiful fish. Yep, he's got a little bump on his head right there. He's been through some stuff. Alright, so I have an overslot redfish down here I'm trying to revive. It's a little over 28. This pole just went down. I think I had another red on here. I think it's another big one. So we'll see. I'm going to try to reel this one in while I'm reviving the other one. And we'll see what we got. Yep, he's still on here. Yeah, that's a big one. Look at that. Boy, he's just taking my drag out. Nothing I can do about it. That's a big fish. There's a chance this is my biggest fish yet. I hope I don't break my line. Yeah. This is a big fish right here. Fuck me. Oh. Alright, we're going to let this redfish go. It actually just scared me. Alright, we got rid of that one. That 28 inch is home free. Let's see what we got here. It's a big fish. It is just taking me all around in circles right now. Man, it's just making waves out there. This is unbelievable. Yeah, this is unbelievable, man. I don't know what this is. I'm sure it's a redfish, but there he goes. He's making another run. Man, I can't decide where it wants to go. I don't think it's a shark. I think I would have seen a fin already. I think it's just a really big redfish. Keeps making runs and slowing down. It does keep coming to the top of the water. I would really like to know what it is. No way, man. It's a stingray. Yeah, that's a stingray. Thought I really had something there. Wasn't fighting like a stingray. It's seriously fighting like a redfish. But hey, that's alright. That's alright. Wouldn't be a day of fishing without a big old stingray. Hopefully I get my hook back. I really don't want to cut my line. Let's see. Nah, I'm gonna have to cut the line. Oh well. Alright, there he goes. Wow, now I gotta fish on my other line. This is a crazy fishing day right here. This is crazy. Alright, we're gonna let it roll. I need to reel this in before I lose this line. Sad thing about this one, I got all my lines tangled up, and I've caught a fish on all these lines now, and they're all tangled up. I'm gonna see if I can untangle it before I reel it in. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. And it was. Holy cow. Alright, let's get that in the boat. Yeah, something's on here. Look at that, 3 fish in a row on all 3 of my lines. We got a redfish, a stingray, and don't know what this is. I already have to re-rig 2 lines. I broke a reel. Little redfish. Yep, we got a little red, guys. You know, I think it ate my hook too, but yeah, it's probably slot size. Show you a picture of it here. But yeah, little redfish right there. I'm sure it's slot size, but I already got my 1 redfish for the day, so we kept that 25 inch. And we'll let him go. Now I got to re-rig all 3 of my lines. So we'll see you in the next one. Definitely wasn't expecting that. First one of these I've caught out here. But yeah, I'm gonna try not to get my fingers snapped off. Oh, look at that. It's my friend the catfish. That's what I thought. Yep. Look at that. I'm telling you, it's the same one. Are you talking to me? Saying hi? Ain't seen me since last week, huh? Alright, let the camera run for a little bit. I've gone a little further out. I am hooked up on something, I think. But yeah, it's getting pretty hot out here. I want a little further out in hopes that the fish went further and not closer because of the heat. But we'll see. I think I'm hooked up on something, or I was if I wasn't now. Yeah, something's swimming. We'll see what we got. Could be a catfish. Doesn't seem to be fighting like too crazy. That's the biggest trout I've seen in a long time right there. Holy shit. Forgive my language. I'm about to lose it. It's been a long time. So it's been a few months since I've seen a trout this big. Wow. It's been a long time. This one's well over 20 inches. I already know that. So we'll, I gotta get a new, I get something better for this camera. I have a new light vest and it just doesn't hold the camera. But let me get lip grabbers in so I don't lose this guy. He already jumped out the water once. It's a big trout. And there's also a shark swimming around over there somewhere. Probably heard all this commotion. Oh, nothing's working with me right now. There we go. Alright, let's see. See what we got. Alright, yeah, that's a 25-inch trout. There we go, guys. If you can see it. Let me try to get this camera a little better angle. But yeah, 25-inch trout. It's a good catch. It's been, like I said, it's been a few months since I've caught a trout that big. I'm actually shocked that's what I got. Well, I've been sitting here re-rigging my lines. It looks like something's hitting one of my lines over here. Something's definitely messing with it. We've had a good day so far, though. I mean, I don't even know, 4 or 5 redfish so far. I already got one to take home. The tide has started moving in. There's definitely a shift in the water here. Something's definitely playing with one of my lines right now. I'm going to try to get another one back in the water. But I'll just let the camera roll for a minute and see what happens. I am down to my last pinfish. I got to catch some more of those. It's been kind of tough catching them today. But I'll show you what I use here. Chunk of pinfish about that big, sometimes bigger. That's the perfect size right there. Hook it right through the back. Like I said, he's a knocker rig. It's probably 2 feet a leader on here, going up. But that's all. Sinker slides up and down the leader. Makes it easier to cast. You can cast out a little farther. It doesn't get hung up in the grass as much. Alright, it's been a minute. We're finally hooked up again. Let's see what we got. Try to get a better angle here. Could be a Stingray. I'm not sure. But it's kind of fighting like a redfish and a Stingray. Hopefully it's not a catfish. I know I say that a lot, but it's always disappointing to reel in a catfish, and it happens a lot. Looks like we got ourselves a redfish. Sure do. It's a pretty good fighter right there. Alright, I probably won't even measure it. I already have one to take home, so it's definitely a slot size redfish. But we're going to let him go anyways. Alright, everybody. Another day down. It was a pretty good day right there. We started pretty early, probably about, I don't know, it's probably like 2 o'clock. But I'm going to hang it up and call it a day. Probably caught 7 redfish today. Definitely a big trout, biggest trout I caught out here in months, 25 inches. That's a pretty big trout. And caught another undersized trout. And lots of pinfish. I was trying to collect a lot of pinfish today because I'm going to Shaw Mound tomorrow, which is down by Cedar Key. It's definitely a whole different experience than fishing here on the grass flats. We're going to go give that a shot tomorrow. My family really likes that place, so they want to go spend a day down there. But all I normally catch down there is really big sail catfish. So I'm just going to make a video, honestly, about catching big sail catfish. So I like to eat them, though. They taste great. Some people don't like to eat them, but I think they're great. So I'm going to restock my freezer with some sail cats tomorrow. Dang gum, the waves are definitely picking up now. So yeah, we had a great day today. Had a friend out here with me today. Got himself a new kayak and a trolling motor. He just had a great day. He's taking home a redfish and a trout, I think. Just got some video of him catching a big Stingray. So that's super cool. And them waves are coming right over the back of my dang gun. Kayak, well. Anyways, we'll see you in the next clip. Thank you for watching.